Well, hello. Today, we're going to mix some vocals. We're just going to see what the hell happens, man. I'm going to just jump right into it. And hopefully my freaking Ableton won't keep glitching like that.
You used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those nights are getting crossed, and your hand's too hard to hold. Oh, and it's so damn far from mine.
I don't know, should I do any type of intro? Yeah, I'm working on this song, and I have quite an impressive vocal chain going on here, I can tell you that. So I'm trying to decide what to keep, what to get rid of. I just got some new plugins. I got this Glow, which is beautiful. Not only does it, let me bring that into the right monitor so you can see it. Not only does it look beautiful, I mean, that's some 80s neon cyberpunk for you right there, synthwave, whatever you want to call it. But it sounds beautiful too. It's got a ducking feature, and it's on sale right now. So if you're in the music producer game, you guys should go check it out. It's Glow. It's a RMX reverb. Oh, it's from Waves Alchemy. Well, Waves Alchemy. And it sounds pretty luscious.
Used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those nights are getting crossed, and your hand's too hard to hold.
But I am starting to max out my CPU. So I think I'm going to tackle this separately. I have these background vocals. So let's get the lead vocal. Let's just forget about these freaking backing vocals. Let's just completely take them out of the equation. And that should solve, hopefully that'll solve my CPU.
Used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those nights are getting crossed, and your hand's too hard to hold.
Oh, yeah, and I got a new avatar. He's pretty dope. Look at him. I can just move him around. I can move him here. I can move him there. And that's basically it. You know, that's about it. No, I could do this. I didn't realize he was in a circle like that. I don't know if I like that. Oh, he's in a circle there, too. What a bummer. All right, that was not intentional. So, yeah, but we're not screwing around with that right now. Man, I don't know. Maybe he is cool in a circle. Let's see. Anyway, I switched to this avatar because I was sick of the frickin' lip sync not syncing up. It's because I have this RE. Well, now I've got an RE27. I had the EV RE20 for years. I had the RE320 recently. And I've just finally upgraded to the RE27. So I think it sounds pretty badass on my voice without needing much of anything. It just has a fuller sound than pretty much any of those other dynamic mics. And I really prefer it to the Shure. I know everyone in podcast land, all you guys are using the Shure SM7B, but man, I'm sorry. I think this RE27 beats you. And, oh yeah, the point, this is a massive microphone. You know, if you're not into audio, if you're not into music production, podcasting, whatever, look up the EV RE27, RE20. Look up any of them. They're freaking huge. So the reason my avatar was having lip sync issues is because I have this giant microphone blocking my face all the time. So I think this is cooler anyway, you know, and it's very meta. It's very meta. I had decided to go anonymous. You know, I used to at one point appear on camera. Then I decided to go anonymous, do the avatar. And now my avatar is going anonymous. So yeah, it's pretty fucking meta, right?
Say we've been together, always always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's so damn far from mine. Now you used to say we've been together.
Sounds pretty badass. I think it's maybe just a little bit too much reverb. I do have a compressor after the reverb to kind of like control all that mess. But I think what I need to do is it's also just a little bit too bright. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out.
Now you used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's so damn far from mine.
This is Frost. This is an awesome plugin. I think it's kind of underrated. I mean, it's acustica. You know, music snobs, audio snobs, love acustica. I'm right there with you. They are CPU monsters, though. They eat up your CPU. But it's a great sound in EQ and channel strip. But it's a little bit too bright. Let me see if I can rein that in here, or maybe I'll just throw a Ableton EQ on this.
We used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's so damn far from mine.
It's kind of a scratch vocal too. I'm gonna have to redo some of these parts. Yeah, right around there. Not that much, but you know, a little bit of a cut. Yes, yes.
Getting lost inside your gravitational pull. I don't want your perfect. I'll be simple that you know that I love you still. Now you used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's so damn far from mine. You used to tell me you're perfect.
That's kind of nice. Yeah, I was trying to put this compressor on it. It's nice, but it's maybe constricting the reverb a little bit too much.
You know that I love you still. Now you used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's so damn far from mine. You used to tell me you're perfect. Getting lost inside your gravitational pull. I don't want your perfect. I'll be simple that you know that I love you still.
Yeah, right around there.
Now you used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line.
Yes, yes.
Those lines are getting
Let's
crossed,
see about this.
and your hands too hard to hold. When it's so damn far from mine. Repetition of hope.
That's kind of sexy.
Don't watch your puppets. I'll be simple that you know that I love you still.
Obviously not
Now you used to
that much.
be together.
You know, you got to over exaggerate the EQ, find the frequencies,
Down the line.
and you back it off.
Lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's all that far from mine,
That's nice.
you used to damn be your puppet. Getting lost inside your repetition of hope.
Fuck yes.
Puppets. I'll be simple that you know that I love you.
It's a great reverb too, but it's gonna just destroy my CPU with everything else.
Used to say.
Most of this is all coming because I have maybe a few acustica plugins running right now, and the acustica plugins just kill it, man. Let me get rid of this. It's not on, but I think it still uses resources. Let me get rid of some stuff that I'm not using. And then what I'm going to do is just export this vocal. I'm going to just print it, ship it, and then we can move on to the background vocals.
We used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's all that far from mine, you used to damn be your puppet. Getting lost inside your repetition of hope. Don't watch your puppets. I'll be simple that you know.
These plugins are really cool from MIA. There's Super Muscle, and there's also, what's the other one called? Super Fat, I think. Let me see, MIA. It does exactly what you would think. It fattens up the vocal. And since I'm doing, I'm kind of going between my chest voice, my full voice, and falsetto, and sometimes into a mixed voice. A lot of times this kind of like creates a little bit more consistency where you can just put this, the Super Muscle or the Super Fat onto those thinner notes, and it'll just kind of even it all out, man. It's kind of cool.
We've been together, always forever.
But even on the chest voice, it kind of just adds something nice.
Now you used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Those lines are getting crossed.
It's without it. Yeah, it sounds kind of thin without it.
When it's all that far from mine, you used to damn be your puppet. Words are spoken and they're broken. Whisper sweet nothings, you're choking on some real shit. I don't need this no. If you believe in love, then I'll open it, be waiting on your door. If you believe in love, then you be with me right now. If you believe in love, then you be breaking down my door. If you believed in love, then you be with me right now. You used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's all that far from mine, you used to damn be your puppet. Getting lost inside your repetition of hope. Don't watch your puppets. I'll be simple that you know that I love you still. broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm the love of your life. I'll come back for you, baby. You can be found when I need you around. What the fuck, babe? Be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they're broken. Whispers stream, nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. If you believe tonight, then I'll open it, be waiting on your door. If you believe.
Yeah. Again, this is kind of a Frankenstein vocal. So there's parts where it actually sounds like it's been super auto-tuned, but it wasn't. It's just kind of I chopped 2 different takes together a little bit too quickly. So it's creating an artificial auto-tune effect that I didn't even put any auto-tune on this. It's just that I chop. I'm still kind of editing these tracks. So I'm kind of like reverse engineering, because I think most people, they get the perfect vocal take and then they worry about all the effects and stuff. But I think it's better if I can get my mix right, and then I can always go back and just retake some of these vocals. At this point, it seems like I'm working faster this way. And there's like probably 10 background vocals for this. This is the hook right there. So it doesn't really sound right without the backing vocals. But we got to do one thing at a time. Also, this part needs something a little bit extra because it's the hook. So I need to find a way to fatten this up even a little bit more than what I have. So let's see what we can do about that. Okay, well, we got to find a way to do that without completely killing my CPU. Let's see. Man, I wonder if I should almost just do a real quick export with what I got and then maybe add some chorus effects or something like that on top of it. Let me think about that real quick. Let me think about that. I'm going to just play this through for a minute while I think about what I want to do.
Together, always together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's so damn far from mine, you used to damn be your perfect. Getting lost inside your gravitational pull.
That sounds nice. That's a nebula as well. Let's see. What is that? Oh, that's just a mic emulation. Or no, this is a preamp emulation. Does sound nice, though. Let me see what else we got. What's this other nebula? I'm trying to think. Oh, the Lush box might be nice for the hook. Those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. And I'll open it, be waiting on your door. You've been lived in love, and you be with me right now. You believed in love, and you be breaking down my door. Yeah, that adds a little something. Let me think. Think that I just got some new Nebula emulations. There's one that's like Rupert Neve Portico, I believe. Let's see. That could be really sweet for this. Okay, now let me think about this real quick. I'm going to have to turn off some of these other effects.
You be breaking down my door. You believed in love, but you be with me right now. You used to say we'd be together, always forever. At least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's all that far from mine. You believed in love, and I wouldn't be waiting on you. You believed in love, and you be with me right now. You believed in love, and you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, and you be with me right now. You used to say we'd be together, always forever. At least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. When it's all that far from mine. If you believed in love, and I wouldn't be waiting on you. If you believed in love, and you be with me right now. You believed in love, and you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, and you be with me right now. You used to say we'd be together, always forever.
So there's a feed forward and a feed back, I believe. So let me see which of these sounds better. I'm going to just go ahead and match these settings. And we're just going to go to a real quick intermission. I will be right back. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's do this. Let's pull up this one. Okay, let's just see which of these sounds the worst and which of these sounds the best. Alrighty, let's just match that up as close as humanly possible. Okay. Yeah, the feedback sounds better. Thanks for the follow, bro. Yeah, it's still killing my CPU though, so I'm gonna just I think when I export this, I'm gonna put this on, but for now we're gonna just turn it off. And I'm about to just go ahead and try to do an export. To say we've been together always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. Delete some stuff I don't need. When it's so damn far from mine. Now you used to say we've been together always forever, at least tell me you're perfect. You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and export this right now, and then I can play with it more and not be so limited by CPU. Then we just get a flattened track and just it'll make my life easier. It'll make all of our lives easier. So let's just export this bad boy real quick. You know what? Since I'm not doing a real mix, and I think it'll be quicker, maybe I'll just do an MP3. I guess it'll be about the same. Okay. Let's be smart. Let me think. I don't want my background music in there. I only want the vocal right now. So we're going to do an export. I'm going to do one without the R43 and one with the R43. And the Vox thickener. We're going to just throw the Vox thicken in as well. So we have a little bit of everything. Lead Vox basic bitch. All right, here we go. And that's going to take just a little bit. It's going to take just a minute. So let's do an intermission so I can do some more drugs. No, I'm just kidding. Would never do such a thing. All right. All right. And it's almost done. Look at that. I'll just keep moving my guy around while I wait for it. All right. Just to save time, I'm going to just get rid of all this stuff. I'm going to just get rid of everything. Fuck it. And this is kind of a cool little trick if you're into producing. You know, it's not like your mind's going to be blown. Just save a bunch of different versions, man. Who cares? That way you can just like trash everything. So we've got this. I've got my vocal chain. I'm going to definitely end up coming back to this at some point. But I just want to trash everything. And we're going to just save this as whatever. We're going to save it as this. And now we're going to just get rid of all these plugins because we don't need them anymore. And then I can just add a couple that I really like. So we're going to get rid of the sounder. We're going to get rid of the mojo. We're going to... I didn't think I printed that with the super muscle on it. I guess I did. Oh, well, fuck it. We're going to get rid of the super muscle. Might keep the... I didn't use the extressor, which is a distressor. So I might end up using that. Get rid of this for sure. We did not use the R43, but I want to. We'll get rid of this. I might keep these around just in case, because they might come in handy. Oh yeah, I didn't use the Lush Box, so we might throw that in there. Get rid of the Magma. I'll keep the dopamine as a possibility. Yeah, I'm going to just get rid of most of these, though. And of course, you know, this is not the ideal way to do this, but, you know, it'll get me in the right ballpark, and then I can create like a master vocal chain a little bit later. I just want to get a basic idea of where I'm going. I'm going to leave Glow because there's a lot of different options with Glow. This is a really cool effects processor that I haven't really fucked with yet. But it adds harmonies and it adds all kinds of cool stuff like that, man. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like the, what is it? The Waves. Well, they have the Ovox and then they have another one, which is like, I think it's just called Harmony, right? Yeah, Waves Harmony. I was completely right. By the way, the new Waves D reverb, man, that thing is incredible. That thing's freaking incredible. Because a lot of times, no one should ever do this. I'm not recommending anyone should ever do this, but a lot of times, man, I like to just record my vocals with the speakers on. And I'm not recommending anyone to do that ever. It's the worst. It's the worst thing you can do. But it's the only way that I can like get in the vibe of the song, man. Just putting headphones on, man, it just half the time it doesn't work for me. It never works. It just never works. But the thing is now with the technology, with the AI, man, with this clarity, dude, you can do that. You can like record in a freaking parking garage and you can put the clarity on. And I think that's their commercial. It's someone singing in a parking garage. You can just put the clarity on, man, and you're good. You're golden. All right, so what I want to do is pull in that new track. Let me find it. Where are you, new track? Okay, there you are. Okay, and now I'm going to just, so I've got this at minus 0.7. I need to let Ableton realize that there's a new track there. It's going to take its sweet ass time. I need to take the warp off because it's warping it to the wrong time. And we are off to the frickin' races, man. Let's see. Okay, well, that is not the right timing still. Why you gotta do me like that, Ableton? Oh yeah, there it is. That sounds nice, that R43. Yeah, man. I used to be like one of the most disorganized people, but it's coming together. I need to still delete a lot of things, but I mean, yeah, let's actually make this more organized. Let's get rid of this because we don't need it. Let's get rid of this. I try to always color code them too. I always try to color code them, you know, if you got vocals, I don't know. I mean, I stick with a lot of the, you know, the cyberpunk type of colors, the deep fuchsia, pink, neon purples, all that good stuff, you know. But let's see. No, I mean, the way that I've been mixing lately, I've been mixing each thing individually. So what I do is I basically, man, I'll go in and I'll like export a mix without the vocals. And then I just only mix the vocals with that mix. And then I do another mix without, you know, the drums, without the kick even, you know. And then you can just really mix to the music. And you can just do each individual because I use a lot of really CPU intensive plugins. Like, I don't know, Music by Variant. I don't know, man, if you use the acustica stuff at all, or if you ever tried it, but it's really, really good, but it kills your CPU. So that's why I really try to like just mix each part individually. But yeah, oh, I mean, if you're just looking for the overall look at Ableton, man, I don't know if you use Ableton or not, but you should check out. There's a bunch of just skins that you could, like themes, they're called themes. And this one I think is called Tokyo. Yeah, Tokyo. So just look up the theme for Ableton called Tokyo, and that will kind of, and it's kind of like, yeah, that cyberpunk type of theme. Let's change this to a cooler color as well, like just a deep purple or something. Sounds pretty nice on there. This one's pretty crazy, but I really haven't learned how to use it. You really have to use this with like a MIDI controller, and then you can like put in the key of your song and just go freaking crazy with it, man. This one's pretty wild. It's not bad right there. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool actually. Although I might want to put this on the backing vocals. That's better with that. I like that. It's like a slap back. The expressor sounds pretty good. You can be found when I need you more than what the body be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they broken, whisper sweet nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. You can be found when I need you more than what the to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they broken, whisper sweet nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. Sounds pretty good. You can be found when I need you more than what the body be good to me, be gone. Choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. You can be found when I need you more than what the body be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they broken, whisper sweet nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. You can be found when I need you more than what the body. It's cool. Good to me, be gone. I like that. Words are spoken and they broken, whisper sweet nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. You can be found when I need you more than what. Crystalline is a like reverb and delay, but it's like it's a lot more than just a reverb and delay because it's got its own ducking, you know, so you can basically duck it to the vocal. So you can have, there's ducking and there's gating, so you can have it basically where there's more reverb after the vocal, or you can have it while there's more reverb while the vocal's on and then it cuts. So that's one of the cool things, man, is that's one of the cool things is like any type of reverb plugin, if it doesn't have like ducking built in, it's so much more difficult to fuck with reverb. You really need to have some type of ducking because otherwise you got to like got to set up compressors with side chains and like crazy shit. But like this plugin, Crystalline and also Glow. I don't know if you were here when I was looking at Glow, but they have their own built-in ducking. And you really like need that. Otherwise, you gotta like do some crazy shit to duck your reverb.
You can be found when I need you more than but the body be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they broken, whisper sweet nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. You can be found when I need you more than but the body.
Yeah, another one that's really cool is Cashmere, man. And I think it's pretty. I mean, a lot of these are on sale right now, man. You should look at the Cashmere because Cashmere has everything, but this is also like it uses a lot of CPU, honestly. And I don't know. I'm really like, since I just got Glow and I just got the other one, the Crystalline, so that's why I'm using them. But this one's got everything. The Cashmere reverb, it's got reverse, so you could do like a reverse reverb into the vocal. It's got octaves, so literally like you can have the reverb and it's going to have an octave up, like a much higher voice, or an octave down, like a much lower voice. You can it actually layers that into the reverb. It's crazy. So like all Cashmere stuff is really good, man. Cashmere is like way underrated, way underrated. This is a really good plugin. Also, his Cashmere kick. You look up Cashmere kick because you can use it on your whole drum bus, the Cashmere kick, and it's free. Cashmere kick is free. You should also look into that one. It's pretty cool. But now it's way too many reverbs. I can't have that many fucking reverbs. Yeah, for sure. You can see as I bring up the duck, it like clears up the vocal. So yeah, when you bring up the duck, it like clears up the vocal and then the reverb comes after the vocal. But you also want to put like a gate on the reverb after the vocal, or else the reverb just like keeps going and going and going, and it just muddies up your mix like so much. I mean, unless you're going for like a really 80s like synthwave type of thing, you know, sometimes they did that, but sometimes like it's just gonna make your mix like so muddy. Can be found when I need you more than but the body be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken, they broken, whisper sweet nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. You can be found when I need you more than but the body. Because when I exported this, I already had the Glow reverb on it, and now I've added 3 more fucking reverbs. This one, I do like this, but I'm going to just try to cut it and not have like so much of it. I need you more than but the body be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they broken, whisper sweet nothing. Another thing you can do is you put a compressor after the reverb. So you have your reverbs, and a lot of people, for some reason, they don't know about this. You know, everyone puts their compressor, their EQ, and then they put their reverb last, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. But you're always supposed to put a compressor at the end, and then that will just like control that fucking reverb. Because otherwise your reverb, it's even what I'm doing right now, it's not too bad. but it's still pretty crazy. So it's good to always, maybe I could actually put, because I could put this, maybe if I try to put this expressor or distressor at the end, maybe that might control it.
You can be found when I need you more than what the Bible. Be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they broken, whisper sweet nothing.
I mean, one, it's not maybe as good quality because I got some really good quality plugins, but RVox a lot of times is the easiest way. An RVox, and sometimes I like the sound of it, but RVox from Waves is one of the easiest ones that you can just put.
You can be found when I need you more than what the Bible. Be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they broken, whisper sweet nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. You can be found when I need you more than what the Bible. Be good to me, be gone.
But you can probably see now that I put that Waves, the RVox at the end, it's maybe a little bit too much control, but you can see like is the reverb's like way more control.
Can be found when I need you more than what the Bible. Be
There's without it.
be gone.
You see the reverb's like going a lot more. And then you put the RVox on and it like controls it better.
Choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more. You can be found when I need you more than what the Bible. Be good to me, be gone.
I mean, it sounds pretty good. There's without it.
Sweet nothing's choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more.
It just kind of like, it also levels the vocal out. So like everything's kind of leveled. Man, I feel like I'm yelling, but it's because in my headphones, the mix is like so much louder than my voice right now.
You believe to love that I'll open it, be waiting on your door. You believe to love that I'll you be with me right now. You believe to love that I'll should be breaking down my door. You believe in love that you'll be with me right. You believe to love
It's actually a pretty cool. I'm going to just, let me make a note. I'm going to save this as a different file so that I remember that this is going to be my, basically it's like my second vocal chain. So I really need to create like just a master vocal chain that's, because I've already exported this with one vocal chain and now I'm just like compressing it a little bit more. And I want to add for the chorus a hook. So eventually I'm going to have to create like a master vocal chain that combines both of these. All right. So, and I've spent way too much on plugins recently. So I'm trying to think. I just got some chorus plugins. What did I get? STA chorus. I don't know about that one. Oh, what was the one that I just got though, man? Oh, well, there's this Bliss one. I don't know if I've registered this one yet, though. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then what else have we got? Eventide. Sometimes you add too many plugins and it'll just crash, but hopefully, let's pray. Let's pray to the Lord Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do a Fuse chorus 65. Oh, no, this is more like a guitar chorus. Plugin Alliance. What does Plugin Alliance have? Now there's a precision one from UAD, I think. Because I've got the universal audio. delay mod. Oh yeah, I think this has got a chorus on it. Just trying to find a good chorus because this is the chorus. It's the hook. And I just put like 20 choruses on there, so it's going to sound like absolute dog shit. Give me a minute. Let me just find. I'm trying to think. I just want to like compare all these choruses real quick. I think there's one called, oh yeah, this one from Beat Skills. I think one of these crashes my fucking system though. Let's see if it's this one. Maybe I shouldn't. I think it might be this one. Oh no, that's fine. Oh shoot. Oh no, look. Oh shit, look at that. Look. I think it's about to do it. No. All right. All right, I'm gonna just reopen it. It should be fine. Real quick intermission. Be right back. And we are back. Hallelujah. Praise God and pass the ammunition. All right, dude, come on. Starting max. Report a crash. Okie dokie. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, it actually did save some of those choruses. All right. So I'm not going to ever put that chorus on again. I need to uninstall that freaking chorus, man. I knew it. I said before, I was like, damn, this is going to crash my Ableton. Look at that. I was right. Okay, almost done. I'm going to do, oh yeah, the Vox D. Man, I remember all my plugins. I even remember the ones that crashed my system, and yet I still tried to do it. It's because that plugin was Beat Skills. And Beat Skills, this is going to come out the wrong way. I like some Beat Skills plugins. I don't know, but sometimes their stuff has glitches. They're Indian developers. That's the part that's probably going to come out the wrong way. But no, I like a lot of their plugins, but yeah, that one always crashes my system. I need to uninstall it and never, ever use it again. Oh, one more is Replica. I just need to find like a really good chorus effect to just fatten up this chorus. All right. We got a whole bunch of different chorus. I should probably put these after the compressor though. Okay. Let's see what we got. No, man. Come on. All right. Not that one. That's not bad. It's just a little bit too much, though. Also, there's too much damn reverb on there. Let me cut down the reverb first. You believed in love at all. Would it be better on your go? You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love at all. You be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You used to say we've been together always would. You believed in yeah, I think I don't really need the crystalline. There's also some type of frequency in the reverb that I don't like in the upper mids. You believed in love at all. Would it be better on your go? You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love at all. You be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You used to say we've been together always would. You believed in love at all. Would it be better on your go? You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love at all. You be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You used to say we've been together always would. You believed in love at all. Would it be better on your go? You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love at all. You be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. Nice. You used to say we've been together always would. You believed in love at all. Would it be better? A lot of times you can use like a slap back reverb as almost like a chorus. Meaning I might not need any of these chorus effects that I just spent all that time loading up at all.
You'll be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'll be with me right now. You used to say we've been together, always would. You believed in love, open it, be better on your go. You believed in love, you'll be with me right now. You believed in love, you'll be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'll be with me right now. You used to say we've been together.
It's nice.
Always would. You believed in love, open it, be better on your go. You believed in love, you'll be with me right now. You believed in love, you'll be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'll be with me right now. You used to say we've been together. Always would. You believed in love.
It's nice. Let me try putting this compressor at the end instead of the RVox. It's nice. Back to a slower recovery, and I'll put a fast recovery at the end. that vocal sounds huge now. Man, it sounded like so... When I started this live stream, it sounded so thin and so wimpy. Now it sounds thick. That's cool. Oh, that's crazy. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to have all those effects on the verse. It's only for the hook. Pretty dope. the thing is, this glow is actually adding plenty of chorus. I don't know if I need another chorus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off glow for now, and I'm going to see if I can find a cool chorus, because it's just, there's no way for me to really tell. There's too much shit going on. And a lot of times what I do, I mean, because I love effects, man, is I just layer in. I mean, to me, every plugin needs to have a mix knob, because, you know, I might layer in like 3% of something. And then, you know, there's way too many effects on here right now. I'm going to back everything off as I go along. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the thick box is nice. This is kind of cool too, but it's a lead vocal, and the lead vocal needs to stay in the center, and there's like nothing in the center, but this Vox doubler is nice. But no, the thick box is good. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that thick box. I like that. And then maybe a little bit of the glow, but not that much. For a long time, man. I mean, I'm a musician first and foremost. I used to be in bands and all that good stuff. So this is, you know, I played all this music that you're hearing right now. I'm doing all the vocals, everything, you know. So, you know, like a lot of musicians, man, we just end up producing ourselves. So I never really wanted to be a producer, but you know, but it's cool, man. You know, you just like, I mean, the thing is, like, if you're a musician, if you're an artist, and then you produce yourself, then like you can find your own style, man. Because a lot of guys who go to school for producing, I feel like they're just like you know, spectrograms and oscilloscopes and like all this technical shit, and they don't just go for the feel of it, man. So I think it's almost an advantage if you're like a musician and that you come from that side instead. But yeah, man, I've been in music for years, bro. But you know, you know, it's tough to make it in music. So I had a marketing company. I've been doing like online marketing for a long time, and then I sold the marketing company now. So And I have a few clients. I still have a few clients for marketing, but I sold it so that I could really dedicate myself to this, you know? So it's crazy. It's crazy, but I mean, this is what I love, is doing this. It's what I love doing. Yeah, thanks, man. No, I mean, you know, it's a lot easier to make money just doing like online marketing and stuff. It's way easier, but you know, you got to do what you love, man. You got to do what you love. And then when it comes to this verse, I'm going to cut off most of these effects. Like we would get rid of this, and we'd get rid of the thick voice probably, and just have it, yeah, more like thin. Well, I don't know if thin is the right word, but more like, I don't know, just almost like a weekend type of, I want to have not so much low end, not so much thickness on the verse.
You used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those nights are getting crossed, and your hand's too hard to hold. When it's all down.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, as artists, man, you just got to find a way. So, you know, as long as you just make time for it, then, but I mean, for years I had to kind of put it on hold, you know, so it's just the way it is. But the cool thing is, like, now in today's world, the way that people can promote themselves, you know, and I know a little bit about marketing, so I haven't really even released, because I'm really just getting back into this now. I haven't even released a real single yet that I'm proud of. I haven't really released anything. So once I release it, I'm going to do like a big marketing push, and then hopefully, you know, things will be cool. But like, that's the cool thing is, like, you don't, you know, back in the day, you had to wait to be discovered by someone. Now you can like work on the side. You could be working during the day, have your day job, work, you know, on your music at night and release, and you promote yourself on YouTube and Instagram. I mean, to me, I'm like all about YouTube, honestly. But yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
The hold, when it's all that far from mine. You used to tell me you're perfect, getting lost inside your gravitational pull. Don't watch your perfect. I'll be sympathetic. You know that I love you still. Lost into this broken timeline. Won't you give?
So like, I got to figure out real quick. I need to strip away like a lot of these effects for the verse. It's got way too many effects. All those effects are really only meant for the hook. So I'm just trying to see what I need to strip away. Then I can export this lead, and then we can work, because there's like a bunch of backing vocals. There's tons of harmonies. So I still need to go. And do that. So what type of music are you doing, man? What type of genre are you into? I mean, what I'm doing, man, because I like, I don't know, I've always like loved, like, you know, old school soul and R&B, but then I also loved, like, I've been in metal bands and like cyberpunk and industrial and like, you know, some like heavy shit. And so like, I'm trying to like put those two things together, you know, which I don't think almost anyone's done that. except maybe Cloud. Cloud would probably be like the closest. The Weeknd, you know, sometimes he kind of does some stuff that is like synth wave, and then he's soulful at the same time. But I think my stuff's like got a little bit more of an edge to it. But what's your genre, man? Oh, that's cool. Like EDM, but I mean EDM's like so many things. Is it like deep house? Is it trance? Is it? I mean EDM could be like so many things, or is it just like kind of more commercial, like pop EDM type of thing? Oh, cool. Mid-tempo. Yeah, it's basically like cyberpunk. Yeah, I'm like heavy into the mid-tempo and cyberpunk type of stuff. But that's not really what this track is, though. This track's really kind of like a, I don't know, R&B synthwave type of thing. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I think this track is different, definitely different. But I've got some like straight up mid-tempo, like hard mid-tempo cyberpunk stuff. But that's not what we're doing tonight. We're doing this song. Yeah, no, I like this song a lot. It's a little bit smoother, the music right here than. I need to work on the hook some more. The hook's not as smooth, I think, as the verse. I think the verse is like vibing a little bit more. I think that's pretty good. There's a little bit too much reverb on the verse, but it's like printed right now. I'm gonna have to go back and change that later. I'm just trying to get something that I can work with, so that I can. So I'm gonna export this, so that we can move on to the next part of mixing, which would be the backing vocals. So I'm gonna just export this the way it is. This is gonna be the sound for the verse. But I'll just export the whole thing just to make it easier. All right, let's do it. You know what? Fuck it. Actually, it'll take more time. So let's start. Where does the verse start? At 9? Yep. I think that's a good place. And do I want to put anything else on there? No, I don't think so. I don't think maybe I'll take some off of there actually. Let's see.
Say we've been together always forever.
No, I like that.
Somewhere down the line, but those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold.
It's just got too much reverb, but I can't do anything about that because the real reverb you're hearing is printed on there already. It's from the last export that I did. Verse. And then let's just do, I should have done all these separate. So let's just do the hook. Let me find the perfect sound on the hook.
Should be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You'll be with me right now. You used to say it. If you believed in love at all, would it be better on your go? If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. If you believed in love at all, you'll be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. You used to say it. If you believed in love at all, would it be better on your go? If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. If you believed in love at all, you'll be breaking down my door. If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. You used to say it. If you believed in love at all, would it be better on your go? If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. If you believed in love at all, you'll be breaking down my door. If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. You used to say it. If you believed in love at all, would it be better on your go? If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. If you believed in love at all, you'll be breaking down my door. If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. You used to say it. If you believed in love at all, would it be better on your go? If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. If you believed in love at all, you'll be breaking down my door. If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. You used to say it. If you believed in love at all, would it be better on your go? If you believed in love at all, you'll be with me right now. If you believed in love at all, you'll be breaking down my door. If you
You know what?
believed in love at all, you'll be with
I got a limiter on this.
you used to save it. If you believed in love at all, would it be waiting on your own?
Let me export that without the limiter. Oh, I think I fucking exported the original with the limiter too. All right, let's do this. It's okay. All right, there's that. And let's just flip back.
This broken timeline, won't you give me a sign?
Man, I wish I had not exported that with all that fucking reverb. Oh, you know what? That's fine.
You used to say we've together always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold when it's so damn far from mine. You used to tear me up a bit, getting lost inside your gravitational pull. I don't want your perfect. I'll be still worth it. You know that I love you still. Now you used to say we've been together always forever, at least somewhere down the line.
Oh, you know what? This this distressor is bringing up the reverb level as well. I think that's actually the main problem is this distressor.
Used to say we've been together always forever, at least somewhere down the line.
See if I put it at the very end, if it might help.
But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold when it's so damn far from mine. You used to tear me up a bit.
It's not bad right there.
Getting lost inside your gravitational pull. I don't want your perfect.
We just have to put a noise gate on this, I think. Let me think about this.
Together always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold when it's so damn far from mine.
I hate to do this, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the wave's clarity. Just get rid of a little bit of that reverb for now. This is obviously not the final. I'm just trying to get a good idea of how I want to the plugins that I want to use on the final mix.
Together always forever, at least somewhere down the line. But those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold when it's so damn far from mine. You used to tell me we are perfect, getting lost inside your gravitational pull.
Just kind of cleans it up a little bit.
Watch your perfect, I'll be still worth it. You know that I love you still. Now you used to say
It's not a permanent solution, but that'll work for now. All right, and then let's just let me re-export this first like this. All right, now let's fucking do the second verse.
you can be found when I need you around. What the fuck, babe? Be good to me, be gone. Words are spoken and they're broken. Whisper sweet nothings, you're choking on some real shit. I don't need this no more.
All right, let's try that. And then we got one more section, and then I can move on to the backing vocals. We got to do the pre-chorus. All right, almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Now this should be, again, I think more like the hook. It's supposed to be, vocals are supposed to be pretty big here.
To this broken timeline, won't you give me a sign? Gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm the love of your life.
I think that's good enough. I need to get that high part. I might need to retake that high part, man. It's tough to sing that high, especially when you got a deep, deep voice like I got. But also, when I add the backing vocals, then it fills it in because there's like so many different backing vocals. That's the thing. If you're trying to sing really high, you know, if you add like an octave down, and if you sing really high and it's not obviously as strong as your chest voice, then you add that octave down a lot more quiet. It'll still fill it out. It'll still fill it out and make it sound like your voice up high is really big and full. That's mixed voice. You know, you got your chest voice, which is like your speaking voice. You got your falsetto, which is like really high, like, I don't know. but it's like really thin, like it's like Bee Gees or like Mickey Mouse or some shit. And then you got a mixed voice, is where you blend them together. I practice that shit every fucking day, but it's hard, man. It's hard to get it. It's hard to mix those two things together. All right, so what do we got? Okay, so we should have everything now. So what I'm gonna do, all right, so what I need to do is save this as a new file. Like so. I'm gonna just call this backing box, because now I want to start focusing on the backing box. Okay, so now I can delete like a lot of this. Let me find these vocals. All right, what do we got? We got a pre. We got the verse. We got the verse. We got the hook. Get rid of that. And I should have, since I took the limiter off, I should have probably raised the volume a little bit, because these didn't really export. But again, this is just for me. I'm like kind of creating like a template for myself, so that when I actually really mix this, that I know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay. So, all right, now we got our vocals. Take all these effects off. Put the limiter back on, because we lost all our level. we go. Better. All right, let's find this. Oh, let me try that replica on this. Maybe the thick box or the other one. What I can do is pull some of these effects that I had put on here. Actually, fuck it. You know what? I do this a lot, man. I'm going to just put everything just so I have a choices. I don't want to have these backing vocals. You want to always have, you want to have them sound a lot less full because otherwise they just interfere with the lead vocal. But I still would like to try some options. All right. Definitely too much. It's too much of everything on there. Let me find this real quick. Let's bring this down. Let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna just take. Let me just only put the replica on there for now. And then I'm gonna just add stuff from there. I needed some type of compressor. I really need that frost, which is what I was originally using on the lead vocal. Frost. a plugin called Vocaline to line all these vocals up. But again, I'm just trying to create like a template for myself right now.
Believe in love, you believe in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in.
Or I'm just gonna have to retake some of these vocals, maybe.
Now you believe in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love at all. You be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door.
It's crazy. It's kind of cool, but it's too crazy.
You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door.
It's kind of cool.
You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you be with me right now. You believed in love, you be breaking down my door. You believed in love. you believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love, you'd be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love, you'd be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love, you'd be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love,
Pretty crazy.
you'd be breaking down my door.
Sounds cool though.
You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love, you'd be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love, you'd be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love, you'd be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love, you'd be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. You believed in love, you'd be breaking down my door. You believed in love, you'd be with me right now. I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. No reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost into this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby.
Okay, well, those backing vocals are way too damn loud right now. But let me see. And I need to compress them like way better than that. They need to be way more compressed than that. So what do I want to use to compress them? Trying to think what would be a good compressor.
Broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care anyone gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost into this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost into this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost into this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost into this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. I don't care where you are,
Let me just go to Nectar, man. Nectar has some great vocal presets that just make things a little bit easier.
Don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. Don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby.
Why is my CPU being like that right now? I'm not even using anything too crazy. Let me see. It's just because of the number of tracks, man. There's like a bunch of takes here.
Don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. No, don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Gonna find you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Gonna find you, baby. There's a lost you to this broken timeline. Give me a sign. Where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Where you are, gonna find you, baby. Cause I lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? I don't care where you are, gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I'm still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a love of your life. I don't care where you are, I'll come back for you, baby. Lost you to this broken timeline.
My headphones are the Audio Technicas. What are they called? Like the AT, I can't remember right now. And the Audio Technicas, they're like AT040 or some shit like that. Those are the ones that I'm using.
Lost you to this
What do you like about the Sennheisers? Out of curiosity, what do you like about them? I don't know. I demoed a bunch of headphones, man, and I really like these. I'm trying to think. I think they're called AT. Fucking. Now I'm gonna have to look. Now I gotta look because I'm curious. Oh, they're the M40s, the Audio-Technica ATH M or M50s, the Audio-Technica ATH M50s. Those are the ones. They're comfy, man. They're nice. I don't know. When I was demoing headphones, these are the ones that I liked. But now they've got like those modeling headphones, so you can like hear yourself. Well, there's the Slate VSX, and you can like hear yourself in different recording studios and stuff like that. Oh yeah, no, it's just because I have so many plugins on here right now. I'm about to fix that right now. It's just because that's why it's crackling. It's just my CPU. Because I just put too many damn plugins. So I'm about to, and some of them are acustica. I don't know how much mixing you do, but these acustica plugins like are crazy. They sound crazy good, but they like eat up all your CPU. If I take this acustica off, it'll be fine again, but I don't know. I really like the sound of the acustica. So yeah, it's tough, man. These plugins like are crazy CPU killers, but they sound crazy good. It's basically because what these plugins do that are different, all these other plugins that you get are just emulations. So it's just like a programmer is just going in and like trying to create like an emulation of what that particular plugin. I mean, also this is an older computer. I mean, I got this computer. I really need to upgrade, but it was like top of the line gaming computer. Cause honestly, gaming computers are really the best for producing music. But I really need to upgrade. But there's also these acustica plugins because they don't just create an emulation with coders and developers. What they do is, they go and they actually model, they like sample every part of the equipment, of like hardware, of real audio hardware, like the dynamics, the preamps, like every single thing about it. And so like to recreate that in a plugin, it just this one plugin is almost all the problems with my CPU right now. So that's why. Yeah, it's the sound of the CPU doing Morse code for help. Exactly.
Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Gonna find you, baby. There's a reason I was still on your mind. 'Cause I'm a lover calling. I'll come back for you, baby. You used to say we've been together. At least somewhere down the line. Those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. Oh, and it's all that far from mine. You used to tell me you're perfect. Getting lost inside your gravitational pull. I don't want your perfect. You know that I love you still.
Yeah, the Sennheisers are supposed to be really good, man. No, I mean, you know, it's a good idea. It's just like because I'm more into mixing and I'm comfortable with the Audio Technicas. So like I spend so much money on plugins, but really it's good to have different pairs of headphones so you can like reference like different sounds. You know, I also have, one thing that's cool is, I'll show you real quick, is I have this ARC. And what this does, you can actually, number one, it has a microphone that it comes with it. And you can actually like sample your room. So for mixing, it will like, because I got speakers here too. I'm not just mixing on headphones. So it will actually like sample like the reverb of the room and all like the problems with your room, and it will fix them. But it's also, you can then like, you know, you could see, oh, how's my mix going to sound in my car stereo? So if you put this plugin on, then we can listen, you know, to, you know, how it might sound in a car stereo instead. But it's going to be really quiet now. Hang on, let me bring it up. Or you could like listen and say, okay, well, how's it going to sound on my laptop? Or you could be like, okay, what's it going to sound like on my smartphone, on my iPhone, whatever. Now, the crazy thing is like when you're mixing, you really need to listen to it in a lot of different ways, because it's better actually. Sometimes some people even say to mix on really bad speakers and on really bad headphones, or to mix like only like on this iPhone setting, for example, or the smartphone setting, because then you hear it without like, if you can make it sound good on this smartphone, then it's going to sound good everywhere, basically. Because I can make stuff sound, because in my room right now, everything is sounding amazing. But now when I mix this down on a smartphone, on an iPhone, it's not going to sound so good. So that's why like I always will also, I'm just in this, right now, this is like the beginning process of the mix for this song. But like later on, I'm going to do a whole mix and I'm going to keep this on the smartphone setting like the whole time. You know, because it now like it cuts out all the bass. You know, when you're on your phone, you don't hear any of the bass. So if I can make it sound good, if I can make the bass especially like hit on a smartphone, and it's not right now, then like that means that like it's gonna sound good everywhere, you know? Yeah, exactly. You know, that's why like professional studios, I don't have them, but a lot of professional studios use these speakers. They're called a Yamaha NS10. And I hate them, man. They sound like so bad. They sound so bad, but the reason that people get them is because they sound so bad. So if you can make them sound good on those speakers, and they're not cheap either. You think like for some speakers that sound like so bad that they'd be like $50, but no, they're not cheap at all. And it's just because they sound so bad. And so a lot of professional mixers use those speakers to mix on. Oh yeah, man, you gotta wait for the sales. Always gotta wait for the sales. It's crazy. Or just like go on eBay, man. I mean, you know, unless you're like, you know, if you're like more into being bougie or like being cool all the time, and you got to make sure your headphones look like perfect. But I mean, you know, you can get, but I mean, headphones, yeah, you know, it's on your ears, it's on your head. Like you don't want some like ghetto, dirty, nasty shit that someone else has used for like the last 5 years or something. You don't really want that on your head. So yeah, I mean, I got my headphones new, but a lot of times for a lot of musical equipment, you know, it's good to just go on eBay and get something used. Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I mean, even my Audio Technicas, they make these in a bunch of different colors. They have like a cool blue one. I think they have like I'm real into like the cyberpunk type of vibe, so they have like a really like neon purple one as well. So I was trying to get those, but they're hard to find. They don't make them anymore. They're like collectibles. So those ones I'd probably have to try to find them used on eBay or something.
You used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Those nights are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. Oh, and it's so damn far from mine.
Oh, just how long they've been around? Oh, like, yeah, no, these, no, I mean, a lot of these headphones, they just, I don't totally agree with it. But a lot of people, they just, if these audio companies, if they have success, and also, but it's also like the artists and the musicians and the producers, like they just want always that classic gear. It's the same problem with like so many of, I mean, again, if you're not that much into mixing music, it's like all these plugins are trying to emulate these hardware devices that are back from like the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. And sometimes that's cool, man. But sometimes, like, I mean, technology has advanced so much. I'd rather have something that is like the newest and the latest and the greatest. Like, there's some stuff that I love, like the old emulations, but like there's some stuff like, haven't we advanced in like the last 50 years or something that we still have to be emulating stuff from the 70s? And even headphones, like, yeah, there should be like new headphones coming out that sound a lot better than the stuff that they've been using for so long.
You used to say we've been together.
Well, there's the new Atmos, the Atmos headphones, and also like now with mixing, this is I mean, I'm not even ready for this. A lot of mixers are switching to Atmos, which means like, you have surround sound speakers, so you're really mixing for like, I think like 8 speakers instead of 2. And they make headphones for those too. The Dolby Atmos. It's going to be, I mean, it might be cool, but I don't know. It might be, I mean, it's already like so hard to mix just for stereo. It's going to be crazy.
You used to say we've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Those nights are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. Oh, and it's so damn far from mine. You used to tell me you're perfect.
Yeah, there it goes with the CPU. Hang on, let me see if I can fix that. Yeah. No, I mean, there's so many advancements in technology. I mean, I think there's even plugins now that can kind of like, I mean, I even have one. There's one called, I mean, this is actually pretty badass. It's called the Halo Up Mix. And this can kind of like, you don't have to like specifically, do the whole mix in Dolby Atmos, but it can kind of like just upgrade it for you, So you could do like, ambience 5.0, film 5.1, so it can just upgrade it for you. So it's kind of cool. It does sound kind of cool. I'll even put this like, just to create like a surround sound effect. Sometimes I'll just put it on like one track, like your guitars maybe, or like your synths, because a lot of times your synths and guitars, they get spread really wide in the mix. So you put on like this type of thing and it just spreads them like super wide into the mix. Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Always forever, always forever. getting lost inside your gravitational pull. Don't watch your puppets. I'll be sympathetic. You know that I love you still. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Gonna find you there. There's a reason I was still on your mind. 'Cause I'm the love of your life.
I got to find a way to really compress these background vocals because sometimes they're just jumping out like way too loud and sometimes they get too quiet. This is like the fun thing about mixing music, man. I'm really like this. I'm just gonna be, because I'm just really jumping into this now for the first time in a long time. I mean, I've released albums with bands before, but I'm going to be just releasing like my first music, you know, as a solo artist, like coming up. That's what I'm working on right now. So I don't really have like a lot of music that you can hear right now, but, you know, my other job is marketing. So once like I have songs, I think I'm going to know a good way to market them and really push them out there. So it'll be cool. I hope it'll be cool, you know, because I've been doing like marketing. I've just been doing like online marketing for so long. And so now I'm taking a break and I'm trying to get back into music again.
If you believe in love, then I'll open it, be waiting on your door. If you believe in love, then you'll be waiting right now. If you believe in love.
Yeah, it's also the reason the CPU is because I have so many of these background vocals. So that's why I need to mix these background vocals. And then I need to export them as just a track, because once they're exported as a track, it's not going to be using all the CPU, because look at all these fucking background vocals that I have. These are all background vocals. So that's like when all these background vocals come in, then the computer's like, whoa. And plus on top of that, then I'm running all those background vocals through this really crazy CPU heavy plugin that I told you about. So so there's like 10 background vocals and then they're all getting processed through this. And then the computer's like, no, stop it.
Believed in love at all, you'll be waiting right now. If you believed in love at all, you'll be breaking down my door. If you believed in love at all, you'll be waiting right. If you believed in love at all.
I also need to line up all these vocals and just redo some of them too, because, you know, they're not in perfect timing. There's another plugin called Vocaline, and, you know, it's better just to like do this stuff right. But a lot of times when I'm doing vocals, like I don't know what I'm going to do. So I like try a bunch of different things, and then so they don't all line up perfectly. So I'm going to have to go back and retake some of these, or you can cheat and you use this plugin called Vocaline, and it will it's like an AI. It automatically just lines up all those vocals. It just automatically lines up the vocals. The mask, I want to create, you know, I'm still like just getting back into the music thing again right now. So it's just what I'm using right now, honestly. What I'm going to be using, I later want to have like a holographic projection in front of his face, just like some crazy holographic projection. But like, it's tough enough, you know, to have set this guy up. And, you know, I don't have enough of a fan base yet to like be spending like $10,000 on creating like a custom avatar. So, you know, eventually I want to have like, it might be, man. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that, but, it might be, but eventually what I'm going to do is like create like a custom mask, that's going to be like this holographic projection in front of him. It also, I mean, it also reminds me a little bit of, Sleep Token. You know, I'm a big fan of Sleep Token. I don't know if you know Sleep Token, but they're a really cool band. You know, and there's a lot of like anonymous artists that are coming up right now. So that's kind of my vibe. There's Sleep Token, there's Cloud with a K. You know, there's a lot of really cool artists coming up.
If you believe in love, open it, be fighting on your own. If you believe in love at all, you be winning right now.
Oh, and I mean, if you look at my YouTube, man, you'll see I had another avatar before that was like completely different. And the reason I'm just going with the mask right now is because I got this microphone that's like huge. It's this EV RE27. I mean, if you look up the EV mics, I just like the sound of this microphone, but it was like blocking my lips. So the lip sync looked all fucking like, you know, ghetto. It just didn't look like very good. So, you know, so I was speaking and the lips weren't moving and all kinds of stuff. So that's why I just switched to the mask.
And your hands too hard to hold. Oh, and it's all that far from mine. You used to tell me you're perfect. Getting lost inside your gravitational pull. But don't watch your puppets. I'll be sympathetic. You know that I love you still. To this broken timeline, won't you give me a sign? Gonna find you there. There's always you can be found.
Okay. There's another cool plugin that I got, which is called Sounda. And it's just, it's really good to just kind of dial in a sound really fast without having to do so much work, especially for vocals. So maybe I can get rid of this other one. And use this one instead.
We've been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Oh, but those lines are getting crossed. Too hard to hold. Oh, it's so damn far from my oh. You used to tell me we were perfect. Getting lost inside your gravitational pull. I don't want your puppets. I'll be sympathetic. You know that I love you still.
Yeah, no, headphones are expensive, man. Look into microphones. You know, some of the best microphones. Look at like a Neumann or the Sony C800 is like $10,000 microphone. That's actually the microphone that I want. The Sony C800 is like over $10,000, but it sounds good. But the crazy thing is, they have these plugins too, which I actually just made a video about this on YouTube. Or, oh, actually, I did make it, but I haven't published it yet. But I'm doing like a mic modeler. But you can take your existing microphone. This is actually really cool. And you can just model it. You can run it through this software and it'll sound, it's not going to sound exact. It's not going to sound exactly the same, but it might get you like 80% of the way there to like a $10,000 microphone after you run it through this plugin. So it's pretty crazy. So you can choose, I don't know if they're going to have like, you know, just a computer mic. What do you have? HyperX? I don't think they're going to have like that. But, you know, let's say you get like $100 microphone. that is meant for performing on a stage. It's not meant for the studio. Like a really popular one is the Shure. So let's say you get like a Shure SM58. It's like a really cheap microphone. It's meant for performing on stage. It's not meant for the studio. Then you can use that, and then you can then create, you could say, like I said, that Sony, we could then like take that microphone. So you sing into the SM58, you say that's your original model, and then we're going to convert it over to the C800. And it's crazy. It's not, you know, of course, it's not going to be 100%, but like it gets you close, and it saves a lot of money because there's also the Neumann U87s. There's all these Neumann microphones, and all those microphones are like up around, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars, if not, you know, some of them are like, there's collector microphones that are probably like $100,000. So it's pretty crazy.
You used to say we've been together.
No, I mean, it's pretty good. That's the whole point. It's pretty good. You know, even this plugin wasn't cheap. You know, this is a pretty expensive plugin. This is from that same company, Acustica. So they actually go in and they sample everything about that microphone. They sample everything about them, about your source microphone, and they sample everything about the microphone that you're trying to emulate. You know, so that's why it's so good. This Lava is really good. There's one from Antares. If you guys know Antares Auto-Tune, you might not know the Antares part, but they're the makers of Auto-Tune. But they also have a mic modeler, and that one's really good too.
Been together, always forever, at least somewhere down the line. Those lines are getting crossed, and your hands too hard to hold. Oh, and it's so damn far from mine. You used to tell me you're perfect, getting lost inside your gravitational pull. I don't want your puppets. I'll be sympathetic. You know that I love you still. Lost you to this broken timeline. Won't you give me a sign? Gonna find. You used to say we've been together.
All right, I think I got that as good as I'm going to get it for tonight. I think it sounds pretty good now. The backing vocals sound a lot better. The lead vocal sounds a lot better than it did at the start of this. That's for damn sure. So, I don't know. I'll probably do another live stream on the weekend. What you wanted to ask for fun, what software would you start out with? Well, I mean, I'm on Ableton right now. I mean, I like Ableton, but I mean, to start, you want to start and you want to have fun. FL Studio. That's like the easiest. That's what I started on, FL Studio. It's just easy. It's fun. You know, it's the easiest to make beats. So if you want to just start with something easy, just do FL Studio. And then like as you advance, if you want to get into mixing professionally or for your own music, then Ableton has like the most options. But really, you can do anything. Anything you can do on Ableton, you can do it in FL Studio. It's just like professionals, like, you know, we get kind of bougie. I mean, so many people I know in music and they talk shit on FL Studio, but you know, there's some big people in EDM still right now that are using FL Studio. I don't know if Deadmau5, I don't know. There's some, or maybe Marshmello. I don't know. There's some big artists in EDM that they just use FL Studio still. They'll always use FL Studio. It's the easiest. All right, y'all, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to try to be back on the weekend again. I hope to see you guys then. Later.